So let's talk about it. My name's Nolan. I'm an absolute nobody. Nobody knows me. I've never really been involved in any sort of political sphere or had any online take of politics besides like random Instagram comments or whatever, arguing with idiots. That's kind of how I got to the idea of maybe trying to start some sort of talk show. I don't know what to call it, podcast. But yeah, I haven't been involved in any political things ever in my life besides some stint I volunteered for a campaign in the summer out of high school. Let me preface by saying I'm 24 years old. I'm an American, born in America, raised in a small town. It's pretty much all I know. And I've paid attention to politics for a good at least half my life since like Obama's second term is kind of when I got into looking at things and kind of trying to figure things out, like who's just it's always been fascinating, like trying to figure out who's actually running things and what's really going on behind the scenes, like everyone kind of knows now that our president is essentially a figurehead for this shadow government thing that nobody really, people talk about it, but nobody really points at it in a way that's really that consistent or what's the term here? In a way that really brings light to it, I guess. Except for this guy, Nick Fuentes, who's been kind of blowing up. I knew about him, kind of. I hadn't really got too involved with what he's put out, but I kind of knew about him when he went with Kanye to a Trump dinner. And also, let me also say that I've been a Trump supporter since the Republican primary in 2016. And everyone thought he was a joke candidate except for me. I remember one time in my high school class, because I was 15, 16 at the time when he was running. I must have been 15 years old, and I had a Trump shirt on, and one of my teachers, God bless her, did not appreciate my attire and kicked me out of the class. But thankfully I'm from a small town, small school, and the principal was definitely chill about it. He was like, yeah, you can hang out in the back with me, we'll shoot the shit, kinda. And it was pretty cool. It was a kind of cool moment, like a person of authority was like, yeah, she's kind of crazy. Everyone kind of knows that. And so, yeah, she kicked me out. My principal came, talked to me, and was like, well, there's no real, rule against it in our school, so, yeah. I got kicked out of class for wearing a Trump shirt back in 26... I'm trying to think. It'd be 2016, yeah. Because 2017 is when he actually got into office, right? January 2020, or January 20th of 2016. So yeah, that's pretty much my only political aspirations, has just been watching from a distance and kind of, poking my feet in every once in a while. And yeah, here we are. I'm sick of just watching from a distance. I'm sick of seeing what's happening to our country. I've got a few things that I want to talk about here about why I am supporting Nick Fuentes, and I feel like he is an actual voice of our generation. He's only 2 years older than me, so I consider him definitely Gen Z. He's part of us. He's part of our generation. And he shows it. He's got the lingo down for sure. He's got the lingo. So yeah, he is pissed off every single person, left, right, or center, And I love it. I fucking love it. I love that he's doing that. He's not just like a person that's just gonna sit on the right side, as in like the political right, conservative side, and just go along with whatever the talking points for conservatives are. He's got his own opinions on everything. He does not defend Republicans or conservatives. And 2 years ago, I would have been like, well, fuck him then, because conservatism is the correct opinion, if there is a correct opinion. But in my view, conservatism would have been the correct opinion then, in 2022 or 2021, whatever, before that time period. But after seeing everything that's going on with the current Trump administration, I've had my eyes opened a bit. Like, okay, there's been some things that I feel like he has done right by the American people but there's been a lot that he has not, including the Israel occupation of our government. He has fully endorsed it. He has supported it. He has embraced it. He has advocated for it. There aren't politicians that haven't kissed that wall or held their hand to that wailing wall in Israel. It's all, everyone's owned by them, it seems, in our country. And he's not afraid to call that out. He's not worried about his own safety when he says things like that. And the fact that his safety is in question when he says things like that really tells you who's in control, who's really running things in our country, who's got the muscle, so to speak, who's really got the power in our country, and that is the Israel lobby and the Jewish system that has oppressed our country and government for probably longer than I've been alive. Who knows? I don't know. I couldn't tell you a date or time or when it really happened. There's speculation online about it. But definitely before my time ever came to be. And he sees that, and he is not afraid to call that out. So I fully respect that. I think that is a very admirable thing for him to do. He sees that our country has turned from a white Christian nation into this conglomerate of mixed race. There's no respect of our American culture at all. I mean, they love to say that we were founded by immigrants, but we were founded by immigrants of a similar mindset from Europe. We weren't founded by a bunch of brown people from the Middle East or a bunch of brown people from South America or Mexico or wherever the fuck they come from. Doesn't matter. They don't respect our culture. They don't respect our values. They tarnish it. They do anything they can to benefit off of it, like taking our tax dollars for their welfare or they don't even pay taxes most of the time because they're not even citizens. They just live here and live off of our government, and our government, for whatever reason, supports it, and Nick calls that out, and I respect it. I love it. He's not afraid to call things out, and that is just such a breath of fresh air in our current climate. Everyone's afraid to get canceled, or maybe that's not a thing anymore, but everyone has been afraid to get canceled for the last 10 years for saying the wrong thing or offending the wrong group, or fuck them all. Like, seriously, we need to talk about this stuff because it is ruining our country. We won't have a country. I'm so worried about our future because I don't even know if we have one. Our future is in question because of all of the things that have happened in the last 20 years that are just, I don't even know if they're reversible. We can work towards reversing it, but can we get to a point that the damage has been cleared off and repaired? I don't know. Who knows? Nobody. He does not defend Trump, Nick Fuentes. He does not defend Trump. He does not pull his punches in any way, shape, or form against Trump. And like I said, a couple of years ago, I would have hated him for that. I would have been like, man, I know that Trump might not be the perfect candidate, the perfect human, but it's a lot better than Kamala, and he loves making fun of people for having that point of view, because, yeah, he's totally right. We shouldn't be talking about, oh, it's better than Kamala, oh, it's better than Biden, oh, it's better than Obama. No, we should strive for excellence. We shouldn't compare it to an evil force. We should compare it to excellence. We should strive for that. We shouldn't be comparing ourselves to Democrats. Never. I mean, they openly are against America. Why would we be like, oh, at least he's not openly against America, he's just subtly against it. Oh, he cares about America and he cares about Israel. He can care about both. No, not when Israel occupies our nation and they are stealing our tax dollars. They're stealing our future. They're stealing everything. They are behind all of the things wrong with our society. They're behind the trans movement. They're behind the immigration movement of importing millions of people that don't even speak our language so that they can destroy our culture and destroy our values and our society. They're subversive. They don't do it for any reason other than to subvert our nation and destroy it. I've tried to think tank this, like, what could they be gaining from it other than the absolute destruction of a white society? Any white societies left are all being they're getting imported millions of brown people a year, and it's unsustainable. I mean, there won't be any white people left. It's insane. Where else can I go? So yeah, he does not support, I mean, maybe he does support Trump and some of the things he's done, but he does not defend him when Trump is in the wrong by any stretch. I love that about him. I think that's great. We need to call out both sides. We need to call out a Republican when he's not doing what he needs to do for our country, if he's being occupied by Israel like Trump so clearly has been, and maybe he had been in 2016 to 2020, and I was naive. I just thought better than Hillary. Ho ho ho, her. Yeah, that's just not how we need to look at it anymore. We can't just be better than Hillary. We can't just be better than Kamala, however the fuck she says it. She changes it, I think, just to piss people off. She changes the pronunciation of it. But, yeah, we can't compare ourselves to that. Let's compare ourselves to the Founding Fathers and what they stood for and what they wanted as a country to happen. We wanted a nation that did not bend to other nations. We wanted a nation that was free and sovereign, a sovereign country. We are not that. We are occupied. We've been taken over subversively. I don't know. Whatever. We've been taken over anyway, and we're occupied. It's insane. I mean, anyone that has half a brain can see that. They can see that we just don't have total control of our country, whether it be the financial institutions, our media. Our media is so disproportionately owned and bought and paid for by the Jewish people. Our financial institutions, they're all fucking taken over. It doesn't matter. They have all the money, they have all the power, they have all the control. They control the president of the United States right now. And I've been a Trump advocate and a Trump fan for ever since he wanted to run in 2015. I mean, I've been behind him the whole time up up until this last administration, when I really opened my eyes and I'm like, all right, this Israeli occupation of our nation is so obvious at this point that I need to speak out against it. I need to say something. I need to do something. I can't just allow this. I mean, I'm a nobody, right? I have nothing I can do other than talk about it. But man, I'm gonna talk about it because I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. I'm ready. I'm ready for a change in our world and on our nation. I can't keep living like this. I can't just accept the fact that we are essentially slaves to this conglomerate of Israeli and various other groups I don't even know of, this shadow government that we all work for and we're all being oppressed by. So yeah, those are some reasons why I am supporting Nick Fuentes, and I think that he seems like he's in good faith, and I respect it. It's good to see other young people talking about things that need to be talked about. So yeah, Nolan out. Nolan the Nobody out.